Director of Columbus East, Mr. David Miller. They are joined on the field tonight by Coach Bob Gatis and his family. On December 9th of 2024, the PCSC School Board voted unanimously to honor Coach Gatis by naming this facility Bob Gatis Stadium. Tonight, we celebrate that moment together. And now, would you please direct your attention to the video board for a special presentation.
Coach Bob Gatis led Columbus East football from 2001 to 2020, finishing his career with 330 wins and 143 losses. His teams dominated with 17 straight Hoosier Hills Conference titles, plus state championships in 2013 and 2017, and a runner-up finish in 2016. Under his leadership, the Olympians climbed from Class 4A all the way to the state's highest level, Class 6A. He also accumulated 11 sectional championships, 10 regional championships, and 2 semi-states along the way. Beyond Columbus East, Coach Gatis served as the executive director of the Indiana Football Coaches Association, entered the Indiana Football Hall of Fame in 2014, and the National Coaches Hall of Fame in 2022. Most of all, his mentorship has shaped players into leaders and role models, always putting character first.
You guys so long.
What's up, guys? Out here? Won a lot of football games. We had a lot of success through the front of the season. Back in 2013, we won the state championship. Coach Gatis' impact was hard to be on the football field. The standard he held us to, the example he set for us every day, set me up for success going into the Air Force. I took those lessons with me, and I helped me get through basic training, 4 years with the academy, 2 years of pilot training, and I'm still using those lessons every day as I fly missions all around the world as an aircraft commander. So thank you, Coach, and congratulations.
Just an incredible football coach, but he was an incredible leader and developer of young men. One of his mottos was work wins, and of course that translates easily to the football field. That's something that you can carry with you to every single facet of life, and something I still carry with me to this day. So I owe so much to Coach Gatis, and I'm incredibly blessed to have been one of his players. So Coach Gatis, thank you for everything.
Three-time All-State quarterback here at Columbus East High School in 2013 for the state championship. Coach Gatis' leadership. Coach, I just want to thank you for all the things that you instilled in me. You taught me how to work hard, be on time, lead with a lot of integrity, a lot of character, and to die for everything. You didn't just show me what it was like to be consistent on the football field. Those same traits carried over with me beyond life, outside of football. And that life looks like a husband, a father, and just a leader here in the community as well. Thank you, Coach Gatis. You deserve this entrance for what you've done for the Columbus East community and Columbus East football. Does not go unnoticed, and your name is etched in Columbus East history. And I just want to say thank you. You deserve this, and go O's.
The wins will be remembered, but the man will never be forgotten. Thank you, Coach Bob Gatis. Ladies and gentlemen, Columbus East High School proudly presents John Stafford Field at Bob Gatis Stadium, honoring the past, embracing the present.
Ladies and gentlemen, Coach Gatis has often said that what made Columbus East football special wasn't just the wins, but the people, the players, coaches, and staff who gave their all for each other and for this program. Tonight we celebrate not only his incredible career, but the legacy he leaves behind, one that has shaped lives here at East and influenced football across the state of Indiana. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join me in a standing ovation to thank Coach Bob Gatis for all he has given to LS East and to the game of football. Congratulations, Coach Bob Gatis. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Coach Bob Gatis. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask you join us tonight in a moment of silence to honor the
Hi, and a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to high school football. Live from Columbus, Indiana, the host, Columbus East Olympians, take on their crosstown rival, the Columbus North Bulldogs. I'm Ted Rutin. Glad you're joining us for tonight's City Rivalry contest. The Columbus North Bulldogs coming in with a record of 1-0 as they opened up their season last week with a 49-7 stomping of the Whiteland Warriors. Columbus East, on the other hand, met up with a very tough Bloomington South ball club over at Bloomington South. They lost their opener 42-7. We'll see if the Olympians can bounce back. Before the game, we had a very nice ceremony honoring Bob Gatis, and this is now Bob Gatis Stadium, and of course, it's John Stafford Field. Two of the great coaches in Indiana high school football, both here at Columbus East. Both won state titles here at Columbus East. We've got a perfect night for football, folks. The Columbus North Bulldogs will be kicking off, going from left to right, wearing their visiting white jerseys with their blue pants. Doing the kickoff duties for Columbus North will be Charlie Parsons. Number 10, back to receive for Columbus East will be Michael Jones and Keaton Lawson, I do believe. Packed house here at Bob Gatis Stadium. And we are underway, and this kick will go to Michael Jones, and he loses the handle. It is loose on the field, and it is still loose, and it goes out of bounds. I don't believe it'll be anything but Columbus East football as they had the last possession. And they do. Good break for the Olympians as Michael Jones coughed it up before he was hit, and it bounced around and actually moved the ball all the way out to the 36-yard line for the Columbus East Olympians. Let's go over the starters for East. Quarterback, number 7, Kyson Villarreal. Number 21, JT Rotert is the tailback. Wide receivers, 11, Kyle Shelley, 2, Michael Jones, and 3, Keaton Lawson. Tight end is number 85, Paxton Thompson. Looks like they've got 4 wide to start things out. In motion for the Olympians was Asher Beach. Villarreal going deep on the first play, and he's got a man wide open and caught and down around the 20. Keaton Lawson was able to get by the defensive back there. I don't know if that was Mendez or DeGraffenried, but on the first play, they go for 44 yards all the way down to the 20. Villarreal throws out to Lawson, and that one they did not connect on. Olympians have Lawson on the outside to the right. Michael Jones to the left. I believe he is joined out there by Shelley Camden. Excuse me, Camden Shelley. I apologize. Villarreal with the keeper. He's going to get run out of bounds. A gain of about 5 down to the 15. That'll make it 3rd down and 5 here for the Olympians as they struck with a big play on the opening play, a 44-yarder from Villarreal to Lawson. Let's see what they do here at 3rd and 5 from the 15-yard line. North defense trying to hold off the Olympians here on this first possession. Villarreal hands it off to Rotert, and he's still being pushed. Not going to get the first down, but that'll take him down to about, I believe they're going to mark it at the 6. So it's going to be 4th and 1 from the 6, and there's no hesitation here by the Olympians. Head coach Eddie Vogel says, let's go for it here. 4th and 1. Villarreal behind center. He's going to sneak, and he is stuffed at the line. Once he got the snap, he lost his footing and loses a yard. So that'll turn it over on downs. The Bulldogs will take over at their own 7-yard line. The Columbus North offense is being led by the quarterback, Asher Ratliff. Asher, a 5'10", 170-pound senior, 3-year starter for the Bulldogs. He threw for 3 touchdowns last week, 24 out of 29 for 280 yards. Also ran for 37 yards and a touchdown. We'll get to the offense as they come into play here. Ratliff takes it from the pistol. He's looking, and he's going deep on the first play, and he connects. And no, it's knocked away. Good defense there by Michael Jones as they looked to go to the tight end, Parker Elmore. Parker caught 3 touchdowns last week in the game against Whiteland. Michael Jones there to knock that one away. Good defense as the pass from Ratliff was right there. Just better defense by Jones. 2nd and 10. And Ratliff pulls it down and takes off around the left side. He's going to get about 7 yards. We'll put him out to the 14, where it will be 3rd down and 4. Hang on. They marked it back. They've got it at the 20. Excuse me on that. 3rd and a long 2 at the 19. 3rd and 3. Okay, 3rd and 3 from the 19-yard line. Elmore switches over to line up as a tight end on the right side, and we've got a flag. I don't believe they were set. That is an illegal procedure penalty. That'll step off 5 against the Bulldogs. So now it makes it 3rd and 8. From the 14, they need to get out to just past the 22. Ratliff takes a snap, and we've got an offsides. Well, motion, illegal procedure, excuse me, not motion. Back-to-back procedure penalties. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. So that one goes back to the 9-yard line. Again, they've got to get out just past the 22. Ezekiel Scruggs comes back to the quarterback and then moves out to the outside. Ratliff looking, and he's going to evade the defense. Can he continue? He's going to look deep. He's got a man open. Can he get it to him? He does. And it is caught. No, it is not caught. The pass just didn't have enough on it to get out there for Jacob Rice. He was open, but good pressure there by the Olympians. Defensive line forced Asher Ratliff to reverse the field and come back to his right. Didn't get enough on it. Incomplete. And they will punt. And in to do the punting for Columbus North will be Cole Stevens, number 40. Keaton Lawson and Michael Jones back to receive the punt. Long snapper for Columbus North is number 25, Sam Perry. And we've got a timeout taken by Columbus North. Not sure if they had everybody lined up where they wanted. They had 11 players on the field, but head coach Logan Haston wants to take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on GameChanger.tv, proud member of the IHSAA Champions Network. Back to action here at Bob Gatis Stadium, John Stafford Field. Columbus North facing a fourth and a little over 13. Cole Stevens to punt. And Keaton Lawson and Michael Jones back to receive. They're starting at around the 45 of Columbus North, so the Olympians should have good field position. And this punt is a short one. Michael Jones grabs it at the 43 and loses his footing. And that's where the Olympians will take over. He lost his footing and then had a little extra contact there. So the Olympians offense will come back out on the field. Let's get the remaining starters for the Olympians. The offensive line, the center, number 63, Xander Taylor. Right guard, 77, Gabe Burton. Right tackle, Evan Simo. Left guard, number 74, Anthony Zhu. Left tackle, number 51, Gavin Gorley. Michael Jones lined up to the left. J.D. Rotert behind the quarterback, Kyson Villarreal. Villarreal takes the snap, hands it off, and nowhere to go there for Rodert. Second and 10. We'll call it second and 11, a loss of 1. Second and 11 from the 44. Going in motion for the Olympians is Camden Shelley. Pass goes over to Shelley, but it is out of his reach. And that'll bring up third and long now with the incompletion. So far, there's been one huge play in the ball game, and that was the first play, a long pass to Keaton Lawson for 44 yards. The Olympians could not score. Turn it over on downs. They've got third and 11 here from the Columbus North 44-yard line. Villarreal throws a little screen to the middle, but that's well read by the Columbus North defense as Keaton Russell was right there to make the tackle. So they gain 1 yard and make it back to the original line of scrimmage, the 43. And now on to punt for the Olympians will be Skylar Bailey. Excuse me, Shelley. I apologize again. Camden Shelley punting, and this is a good one. They're going to let it bounce, and will it get to the end zone? It does. And a flag thrown inside the 5-yard line. We'll see what the call is going to be here as that punt bounced into the end zone. as the officials huddle up to square up this call. Hey, I certainly want to once again thank all the fans that are watching. We've also been put on BCSC YouTube. So all of you watching on the BCSC YouTube channel, welcome. Executive producer Dean O'Neill. I'm Ted Rutan, and Columbus North looks like there's going to be a penalty on the Bulldogs on that punt, even though they didn't field it. It was a holding penalty or illegal use of the hands by the Bulldogs, so they will start at their own 10-yard line. So not good field position once again for the Bulldogs. Ratliff on the second clap hands it off, and this is Scruggs, and a nice job of running. Ezekiel Scruggs carries that for 11 yards and a first down. And the officials are looking at perhaps some blood on one of the players, and he's going to have to go off. That is Greg Kraft, a 5'9" junior linebacker for Columbus East, is going to have to go off, and they're going to have to get some type of bandage on there. Training staff for the Olympians. Head athletic trainers Mackenzie Hurt and Michaela Swafford. Bulldogs hand it off. Cohen Long takes the handoff in the backfield, and he's going to get one, maybe two. I think they're going to mark it out at the 23-yard line, so a pickup of 2 there by Cohen Long. So 2nd down and 8. That's the first down for the Bulldogs in this first quarter. 6:15 remaining. Here's a pass to Parker Elmore, and he's got some room out on the right side, and he goes over the defender before he's taken down. Pick up all the way out to the 32-yard line. Gain of 10 for another Bulldog first down. Parker Elmore going to Indiana University. We'll get to the other starters for Columbus North here in just a moment. In motion, Morgan Knapp going, and he'll settle behind the left side of the line, behind Drew Schieffer. Handoff goes to Scruggs. And that is James Scruggs on the carry. And they'll give him 2 out to the 34-yard line. Asher Ratliff gets the snap. Now he's looking to throw, and it's a screen to the left to Parker Elmore, and he breaks a couple of tackles to get some positive yardage. Parker Elmore, 6'5", 225, picks up about 3. Out to the 37-yard line. 3rd down and 5 to go. Ratliff taking his time. Gets the snap. Evades some pressure, going to his left. And he's going to be pulled down for a loss. Greg Kraft and Brody Miller able to get the sack of Asher Ratliff back to the 34-yard line, and that will bring on the Bulldogs punt team once again. 4th and 8. And the punt coming from Cole Stevens. And this is a low one, and it bounces, and Lawson's going to let this one roll, and it is a great break for the Bulldogs, as this is going to be touched at the 14-yard line. What a break for the Bulldogs. Wasn't a beautiful punt, but it ended up covering 47 yards. So now the Olympians will have the ball at their own 19. Excuse me, at their own 14. 52-yard punt. Villarreal from the shotgun, 5 receivers all standing, waiting. And Villarreal is going to run it, and he's not going to find much room. That is a rather stout Bulldog defense, spearheaded by their inside linebackers. The combination of Keaton Russell and Anderson Horn do a great job for the Bulldogs. Pickup of 2. Two yards there on the run for Villarreal, 2nd and 8. Villarreal is not going to have time. He's pulled down. The ball is loose. It is still loose. I think an Olympian came in at the last moment to keep possession for the Olympians. And there is also a penalty flag down. The Olympians were able to recover the fumble.
Personal foul, Columbus North.
And there's a personal foul on Columbus North. So the Olympians will be bailed out here, as that's going to be a 15-yard penalty all the way up to the 31-yard line. Columbus North will have their 3rd penalty of the ball game. So now East will have 1st and 10 at their own 31. Villarreal with Rotert next to him in the backfield. In motion comes Lawson. Villarreal throws it. No one in the area. I think he's going to get bailed out because he threw it as he was being hit. So there's no intentional grounding, but there is a Bulldog on the field and getting up slowly and being attended to by the trainers. I believe that's number 99, Miles Buckner. Hard to see with this sun coming at our press box. So an incomplete pass there on 1st and 10 makes it 2nd and 10 from the 31-yard line. 2:19 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Scoreless so far. The Olympians got the ball in the opening kickoff and in one play took it down to positive territory, but they were unable to convert on 4th and 1. The Bulldogs have had the ball 2 times, and they haven't moved it very well either. Villarreal on the keeper and he's going to pick up maybe a couple, and then he's gang tackled by the Bulldogs defense. They'll mark it at the 34, so a gain of 3 there for Villarreal. Third down and 7. Keaton Lawson, their big target. Keaton, a standout basketball player, as some of you would know, is also a standout football player. They would like to be able to throw to him with his size, but Columbus North is going to be all over him. And speaking of all over him, the Bulldog defense was all over Villarreal. As Buckner gets back in and comes up with a sack. So he had to sit out for one play, but came back in and was able to get a sack on Villarreal, and that will bring out the punt team. Sam Perry is back to field the punt for the Bulldogs, and we've got a flag before anything happens here. False start on the Olympians. Camden Shelley back to punt. And he gets off a good one, and this one goes over the head of Perry, who was there to receive it. And it'll be down at the 36-yard line. The Bulldogs will take over from their 36. As they huddle up along the sidelines. Head coach Logan Haston, also the offensive coordinator, lets them know what he wants to do. 15 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. No wind to speak of tonight, so really not a factor in the ball game. Asher Ratliff gets the snap, looks to his left, and the throw is complete. Out to about the 46 for a gain of about 5 yards. And that's the end of the first quarter. No score. The Olympians have moved the ball. The Bulldogs have stopped them. Zip, zip after 1. We'll take a short break and be back with more high school football action on GameChanger.tv. Welcome back to Bob Gaddis Stadium, John Stafford Field. I'm Ted Rutan. Glad you're joining us. No score as we start the second quarter. The Columbus North Bulldogs will have 2nd and 5 from their own 41-yard line. Pass to the right. And picking up the first down as he tosses out to Mason Hopkins. Was that Hopkins? Or, no, I believe it might have been Jacob Rice. Enough for a first down. 6-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 47. Ratliff hands it off. No, he fakes the handoff. Faked me out. And a little pitch out to the right side. Morgan Knapp catches that one. Gain of about 4. Second down and 6 for the Bulldogs as they have crossed midfield into Olympian territory. We'll see if head coach Eddie Vogel's defense can stop the Bulldogs here on their first drive of the second quarter. Hand off to Ezekiel Scruggs. Scruggs picked up 5. Third and 1 from the 44-yard line, and it's a short one, actually. The handoff goes to Scruggs up the middle, and he's got enough for the first down. Didn't get it by much, but he got enough to move the sticks. First and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 43-yard line of the Olympians. Bulldogs look over, get their call from the sidelines. Again, Logan Haston, the head coach, is also the offensive coordinator. Elmore in motion. Screen in the middle, and there is room for Scruggs. And he is wrestled down there on the tackle by number 4, Christian Austin, and Scruggs is still down as that was a really hard tackle thrown to the turf. Pickup of 7, actually 8 yards. They'll bring up a 2nd and 2, but we've got a timeout on the field as we tend to Ezekiel Scruggs. We'll take a short break. You're watching high school football on GameChanger.tv and BCSC YouTube, as well as the IHSA Champions Network. Second and 2 for the Bulldogs. Let's see if they go to the left side. It's a short side of the field, but they haven't really gone behind All-State tackle Drew Schieffer yet. Number 75, the senior, is someone they can count on with this big offensive line. Fake on the handoff. And he's going to go deep. He's going for Elmore, and it's a jump ball, and Elmore wins the jump ball. The 6'5", 225-pound senior was able to go up and grab it. And they take it all the way down to the 2-yard line. We'll call it the 3 on a big play to Parker Elmore. First and goal from the 3 for the Bulldogs. Empty backfield. Elmore takes the snap on the empty backfield, and he's going to basically walk in, but there's a flag, a couple of flags thrown on the play. The Bulldogs right there used Parker Elmore, normally the tight end, but he was able to line up as the quarterback. Might have fooled the Olympians a little bit as he just waltzed into the end zone, but there is a penalty on the play, and this is going to bring the Bulldogs back. holding on the Bulldogs. Third penalty on the Bulldogs so far. They had back-to-back procedure penalties. Now it's 1st and goal from the 13. Ratliff, wide open, and it is a touchdown for Ezekiel Scruggs. 13-yard pass from Asher Ratliff. He faked the handoff to Scruggs, looked to his right. Nobody picked up Scruggs coming out of the backfield, and he was wide open. 13-yard touchdown pass from Asher Ratliff to Ezekiel Scruggs. And the point after is good by Cole Stevens. And the Columbus North Bulldogs strike first. And we'll be back with more action from Columbus East here in just a minute. Kickoff by the Bulldogs is going to be picked up by Michael Jones, and he is pinned in along the left sideline, able to get a few yards out of it. And we have a very late flag being thrown. I mean, the play was already whistled dead, and the flag came in from this side judge. Personal foul on Columbus North. That's going to be their 4th penalty of the ball game. Excuse me, their 5th. Unsportsmanlike conduct. So they will take over now at the 40-yard line. That's a big, big penalty there to give the Olympians some excellent field position to start things off here with their first drive of the second quarter. Kyson Villarreal, the quarterback. Maybe a blitz coming, and they are. Villarreal going deep down the left side. Michael Jones with the catch, and he was out of bounds. Couldn't keep it in play. The throw was there, the catch was made, but one foot, actually both feet were out of bounds as he caught that. So it'll go back and be 2nd down and 10 from the 40-yard line. And there's a run, and it is going nowhere. I believe that was number 32. Keaton Roberts on the carry. No gain. 3rd and 10 for the Olympians. An incomplete pass. A run for no gain, and it is now 3rd and 10. Let's see if they try to get it to Jones or Lawson. Villarreal pumps once and goes high in the air for Lawson, but he is well covered defensively by number 3, Devontae DeGraffenried. And yet another flag on the Bulldogs, roughing the passer. Wow. So that bails out the Olympians. And that takes it all the way into Columbus North Bulldog territory at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Olympians. 7 minutes, 34 seconds remaining in the first half. 7-0 Bulldogs with the lead. Villarreal evades the rush, and now he tries to get it off to Lawson, but DeGraffenried right there. DeGraffenried talking to Lawson, saying, hey, I had that one stripped. And he did. Incomplete. Nice play defensively there by Devontae DeGraffenried. This Bulldog defense, very, very strong defensively. Parker Elmore's in there on defense now as one of the linebackers, or perhaps a safety. And there's a handoff to Rotert, and he's going to be dragged down behind the line for a loss of 2. Minus 2 yards on that one, so it's 3rd and 12 from the 47. See if the Olympians can get anything going offensively. Really, they've had one big play in the ball game. And let's see if they try to go to Lawson again. He's in the slot near side. Jones in motion to the near side. Villarreal is going to be thrown down for a sack. The ball is loose, and they're going to say the play was down. The play was dead. Villarreal was down. First one to get there was Parker Elmore. He's everywhere. Running the Wildcat for a touchdown that was called back on offense, catching passes as a tight end, and now with a sack defensively. Olympians will be punting away. Camden Shelley doing the honors, as that was a loss of 6 yards. Shelley's punt, pretty good one, fielded at the 15 and nowhere to go. And not happy with the tackle was number 21, Ezekiel Scruggs. He was had a bit of an injury, and we're going to take a short break and be right back with more from Columbus East here in just a minute. Columbus North starting from their own 16-yard line. And a handoff. Good yardage up the middle. And that was James Scruggs on the carry, I believe. 5-yard pickup out to the 21-yard line. Oh, they marked it at the 22. 2nd and 4. Wide open deep, and this is complete. Columbus North is going to have Cohen long for a 78-yard touchdown. Second touchdown pass of the game for Asher Ratliff. This one covering 78 yards to Cohen Long. And Cole Stevens will be on to try the point after. And we've got another flag on Columbus North. And that's an illegal substitution. If I'm correct, that's the 6th penalty on the Bulldogs already. And yet, here they are with a chance to go up by 14. Sam Perry to hold. Stevens' extra point is good. And it's now 14-0, Columbus North. 5:05 remaining in the first half. We'll take a break and come back with more high school football from Columbus, Indiana in just a minute. Cole Stevens to kick off, and he's going to try to keep it away from Lawson. Pinned over on the sideline to Michael Jones again, and he breaks a tackle. And he's got some room down the left sideline. Nice return by Michael Jones. Looked like he was going to be pinned in, but he was able to get away from the first two defenders and got it all the way out to the 41-yard line. So once again, good field position for the Olympians at their own 41. Can they get the offense moving? Lawson made that big catch early, but since then, DeGraffenried has really played great defense on Keaton Lawson, and the Olympians have not given Villarreal much time. And we've got an offside neutral zone violation by Columbus North, their 7th penalty. One thing that Logan Haston and defensive coordinator Luke Teague will not be happy with is those types of penalties before the ball is even snapped. Villarreal looking, he's got time. He rolls to his right and throw on the run. Just too far away from the hands of number 85, Paxton Thompson. 2nd and 5 from the 46. I believe that's only the third incompletion so far for Villarreal. Rodert motions back to the left side of the quarterback. Quick pass, left side. That'll pick up a couple. Shelley picks up, we'll give him 3. Third down and a long 2 from the Olympians' 49-yard line. Stacked receivers each side. Villarreal gets the snap, and he's going to try to run for it, and he's going to be close, but didn't quite get to the first down marker, so it's going to be 4th and 1 for the second time tonight for the Olympians. Right at midfield. Play clock at 15 seconds. 4th and 1 on their first drive. They tried to sneak and it did not go anywhere. We've got 4th and 1 now from the 50-yard line and a timeout taken by Eddie Vogel of the Olympians. And we'll take a timeout right here as well. You're watching high school football on GameChanger.tv, the BCSC YouTube, and the IHSA Champions Network. Fourth and 1 for the Olympians. 3:47 remaining in the first half. East really needs to convert here. Villarreal heads up to the line, then steps back off the line. Let's see if they go with a short, quick pass here. 4th and 1. They do look, actually they're going to go up top. Michael Jones, and there is a flag. Looked like there might be pass interference, and there was. Pretty sure they're going to get Macario Mendez for the pass interference there. East wanted to show like they were going to hustle up and run the quarterback sneak. Eddie Vogel thought better this time, as the first time they were stuffed. And we're going to have a pass interference on Columbus North. Another penalty on the Bulldogs. And this will move the Olympians 10 yards closer. They are now at the Bulldog 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Big 4th down conversion. Only their third first down in the ball game. And folks, my stats may be off a touch. I'm trying to keep up with them as well as everything else here. Nice pass to Lawson, and he makes a break to the outside. I don't think they're going to catch him. Keaton Lawson with a quick move, 1 step inside to the left, pivoted, went back and found daylight. A 40-yard touchdown on the pass from Villarreal to Keaton Lawson. The Olympians strike back. 3:32 remaining. Here in the first half, a 40-yard touchdown pass, catch, and run to Keaton Lawson. And the Olympians will have, I believe, is that the extra point was good by Skylar Bailey, and it's 14-7. The Olympians answer back. A one-score ball game, 3:32 remaining in the first half. We'll take a quick break. Back with more high school football from Columbus in just a minute. (14-7) as the Olympians get their first points of the ball game. Arv Nyalani to kick off for Columbus East. And it's fielded by the Bulldogs and taken up to the 28-yard line. We'll see where they end up marking it. That return for the Bulldogs was Caleb Urquidi. The free safety also as the kickoff return man. Got it out to the 29-yard line. And we have another flag on the play, and it is, yes, it is against Columbus North. Certainly Logan Haston has to be upset with, I believe, 8 or 9 penalties here in the first half. So Columbus North will have the ball at their own 20-yard line. Run up the middle. Ezekiel Scruggs picked up maybe 3. Oh, wow, they marked it all the way out to the 25, so gain of 5. I apologize. Don't let me short you there, Ezekiel. 2nd and 5 from the 25. 2:55 remaining. Clock running here in the first half. Good pressure by the Olympians, but somehow Ratliff is able to dodge the pressure and pick up 6 yards for a first down for the Bulldogs. Nope, they're going to mark him at the 29. I'm a little too quick on calling that. They've got the ball marked at the 29. They're going to have a measurement. And I don't think it's close. I believe this was a way for the Bulldogs to have them stop the clock. Smart by the coach to ask for the measurement. Actually, it's way closer. It is a first down. Wow. From here, I thought the sticks were on the 20 and 30. Instead, they were on the 19 and the 29, and that was enough for the first down. Fifth first down of the ball game for the Bulldogs. Ratliff fakes the handoff to Elmore, keeps it, goes up the middle. He's going to pick up 6 or 7. Asher Ratliff, give him 7 yards there. Good work by the Bulldogs offensive line. I mentioned Drew Schieffer earlier. Ratliff gets a pass off to Elmore, and he doesn't have much room to go. He does pick up 4. Pretty good job carrying the defense on his back. 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 from the 38-yard line. 1:47 to play here in the first half. Ratliff is going to keep this one, and he's going to be brought down close. I don't think he got it, but don't let me judge this too soon for the second time. They're going to say he's short, just inches short. They're going to get set and go right away, and on the quarterback sneak, a first down by Ratliff. Sixth first down for the Bulldogs. And a timeout on the field. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining. 14-7 Columbus North with the lead and the ball at their own 40-yard line. Welcome back to John Stafford Field, Bob Gatis Stadium here at Columbus East. 1st and 10 for Columbus North. Asher Ratliff rolls left, looking, fires out here, and Parker Elmore. Imagine that. Open, no, that wasn't Parker Elmore, excuse me. That was Jacob Rice on the catch. Gain of 8. Second and 2 for the Bulldogs at their 49. Clock running. No, excuse me, clock was stopped. 1:15 to play. This pass is complete to Cohen Long. Picks up the first down and gets the clock stopped. The ball will be at the 46-yard line of Columbus East. Another first down for the Bulldogs. Their 3rd first down on this drive here as they attempt to score some more points before the end of the half. 14-7, a minute 10 remaining. Ratliff looking, throws, and it is incomplete. They said he was juggling it as he was knocked out of bounds there by the defense of the Olympians. That was number 9, Connor Fudge, on the coverage. Number 9, 5'9" sophomore made a good play there to keep that from being a completion. 1:05 left in the half. 46-yard line, 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs. Rice goes in motion to give, the pass to Ratliff, from Ratliff to Cohen Long once again. He's been busy. And a timeout on the field. 50 seconds remaining here in the first half. Again, we want to thank you for coming to watch this game here on GameChanger.tv, BCSC YouTube, and the IHSAA Champions Network. The Bulldogs coming in Most people I spoke with thought they were a prohibitive favorite as they just ran all over Whiteland in the first game last Friday, 49-7, and Columbus East took it on the chin to Bloomington South. That was at Bloomington South, and they are a very strong ball club. So this Northeast game has been a close one so far. Ratliff looking all kinds of time, finds over the middle. Elmore. Big catch, big play by the big playmaker. Gain of 18. Another first down for the Bulldogs. Ratliff rolling right, and he's going to run this one, go out of bounds, stop the clock, and pick up about 3 yards. He's down to the 35. Three-yard pickup by Ratliff. And another penalty on the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs fans not happy, as I believe we've hit 10 penalties on Columbus North in the first half. And I can't remember if there was one perhaps on Columbus East. It is now 1st and 25 from the 43-yard line. Twelfth play of the drive. Ratliff rolls left, looking, and he's got a man open. Guess who? Parker Elmore. He takes on the defense, tries to take them all on, and he trucks it on down inside the 5-yard line to the 4. Parker Elmore with another big catch. From the 43 all the way down to the 4-yard line. 39-yard pass play. So with a timeout on the field, 16 seconds remaining in the first half. The Bulldogs leading 14-7. First and goal from the 4-yard line. Parker Elmore has been dominant so far here in this first half for Columbus North. Six catches, and he's approaching the 100 yards, I do believe. Maybe not. And Columbus East gets called for a penalty. The Columbus North fans give it the Bronx cheer, as that penalty is half the distance to the goal line. So East has been penalized 2 yards. First and goal from the 2. Ratliff looking. Pressure coming by East. He's got to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Nobody open, as East had good pressure on by their defensive ends there. So second goal from the 2, 10 seconds remaining. Ratliff looking, throws, and it's knocked away defensively. Good play there. Greg Kraft there to knock that pass away. I think he was trying to force that one to Elmore, and certainly the Olympians ought to think they might want to go toward Elmore. Third and goal from the 2. Back-to-back incompletions. Can the Olympians defense hold up? 7 seconds remaining. Ratliff rolling to his right, looking, throwing, and it is caught! Touchdown, Columbus North. Number 13, Morgan Knapp, catches that bullet from Asher Ratliff. Ratliff rolled to his right, able to find Knapp in the end zone. Big time play by the Bulldogs. 1 second remaining in the half, and they score the touchdown. Cole Stevens on for his third extra point. And this one is low, and I guess we'll call it blocked. It definitely hit a player. Might have been because the kick was low. Regardless, the Bulldogs have a lead of 20-7. Just 1 second remaining here in the first half, as the touchdown pass to Morgan Knapp. 2-yard touchdown pass. And the Bulldogs lead 20-7. Big plays in this ball game. Three touchdown passes by Ratliff. One to Ezekiel Scruggs on a beautiful play where Scruggs was all alone. A 78-yard bomb to Cohen Long, who was all alone. And then this pass, good patience there by Ratliff as he saw Morgan Knapp finally get open across the middle. Came from the left side. That third touchdown pass gives 6 touchdown passes on the season already for Asher Ratliff. This kickoff should find some turf, and hopefully for the Bulldogs at Olympian, and Lawson picks it up. That'll end the half, but Lawson trying to do something with it. The big fella, he's got some room down the side. He's going to be tripped up and tackled from behind. A touchdown saving tackle by Cohen Long. Keaton Lawson gave that a great effort, returned it all the way inside the 40 of the Bulldogs, but he was tackled, and that will end the first half. Very competitive first half. A lot of yellow flags against Columbus North. The Bulldogs, however, still lead at halftime, 20-7. We'll take a break and be back with second half action here in a few minutes from Columbus, Indiana. You're watching high school football on GameChanger.tv, BCSC YouTube, and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Fitz Weckler, Francesca Bates, Corey Motes, and the sound and spirit of Columbus. The Sound and Spirit will host their annual competition on September 6th at Columbus North High School. To follow the Sound and Spirit throughout the season, please visit the band's website at www.soundandspiritofcolumbus.in. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for the Sound and Spirit of Columbus. Ladies and gentlemen, the Columbus East Quarterback Club would like to thank their sponsors for the 2025 football season.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Columbus East High School, where the Olympians are playing host to the Crosstown rival Columbus North Bulldogs. Columbus North with a 20-7 halftime lead. I'm Ted Rutan. Glad you're joining us here. Here's a quick rundown of the first half scoring. First for Columbus North. They were finally able to get on the board with 8:33 remaining in the first half. No score in the first quarter, but a 13-yard touchdown pass to Ezekiel Scruggs. They faked a handoff, Asher Ratliff did, to Scruggs, and then no one picked him up, and he snuck out to the left side, untouched touchdown. With 5:05 remaining, North got the ball back, a bomb. Cohen Long, 78 yards. He was wide open, and he cruised on into the end zone for a 14-0 lead as the extra point was knocked through by Cole Stevens. Columbus East was able to answer back. They had a 4th and 1 at midfield. They tried a pass, and pass interference was called, a 10-yard penalty on the very next play from the 40-yard line. Kyson Villarreal found star wide receiver Keaton Lawson. He made one beautiful move, and he was off to the races. Touchdown, 40-yard pass from Villarreal to Lawson to make it 14-7 after the extra point there by Columbus East. And Columbus North was able to answer back. 1 second remaining in the first half. The third touchdown pass of the ball game in the first half by Asher Ratliff, a 2-yarder to Morgan Knapp. We'll get some more stats here in just a minute. East is ready to kick off, and the second half is underway. And that kickoff is taken, and now a lateral, and it is fumbled, and it looks like East may have recovered. No, North was able to get back and recover the football. Columbus North tried a lateral from Caleb Yerkiti, I believe, to DeGraffenried, and it was fumbled. Bulldogs fortunate to be able to pick up that loose ball, jump on it anyway, at their 19-yard line. So they will start off at their own 19-yard line. Other stats in the first half, these are certainly unofficial, but I'd like you to take in the fact that Asher Ratliff, I had him at 18 for 22 for 254 yards and 3 touchdown passes. My stats may be off, but it was a rather impressive first half. 1st and 10 from the 19. Handoff goes to Ezekiel Scruggs. Picks up about a yard. 2nd and 9. Well, they're going to give him 2. 2nd and 8 from the 21-yard line. Pass over here to Long, and he's got room, and he may go again. He's going to have a 79-yard touchdown, I believe. Can he hang on? No, he is knocked out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Cohen Long took the wide receiver screen, the bubble screen, here on the near sideline, and he was off to the races. Fortunately, East was able to get back and knock him out of bounds at the 3-yard line. But that is a 76-yard play. And now it's 1st and goal from the 3 for the Bulldogs. Handoff to Ezekiel Scruggs, and he will go around the left side for his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. Same spot that he caught the pass for a touchdown in the first half. 3-yard touchdown by Ezekiel Scruggs in 1 minute and 1 second of action. Ezekiel Scruggs just went right behind their all-state left tackle, Drew Schieffer. And the extra point is good by Stevens, and it's now 27-7 just that quickly. 1 minute and 1 second into the second half, the Bulldogs have scored their 4th touchdown of the game. The kickoff from Columbus North, and it'll be fielded by Lawson. Back near the goal line, and we have a whistle. I believe that was a fair catch on the kickoff. I'm not sure what the whistle is. Looks like they're going to re-kick. And I'm unsure if we will get an official word as to why re-kick. Huh. Apparently an inadvertent whistle, so we will run this kickoff over. 5 seconds, harmlessly off the clock. Cole Stevens to kick off once again. And this time it's a little shorter kick. It's going to bounce, and Michael Jones picks it up, and he's got room. He's got a chance to make a cutback, and he's taken down. Nearly broke that one. The Columbus East return game is pretty strong with Michael Jones and Keaton Lawson. That one stopped Jones at the 39-yard line. So the Olympians will take over 1st and 10 from their 39. Kyson Villarreal, the quarterback. 3 wides to the right, 2 to the left. See if the Bulldogs bring pressure. They don't bring the pressure, but the linebackers are keying on Villarreal. Keaton Russell on the tackle after Villarreal picked up 4. Second and 6 for the Olympians from their own 43. Handoff goes to Rodert, and he's going to pick up a couple. And that's all. Couldn't tell who was in on the tackle. I believe that Anderson Horn might have been right there. Horn and Russell form a formidable inside linebacking duo for the Bulldogs. Villarreal takes the snap, looking to throw, and he's going to go deep once again. Michael Jones is out there, and he makes a beautiful catch. Over the shoulder, and they're going to say no, he did not make the catch. It's that time of night where I couldn't see it very well, folks. I apologize. Excellent diving attempt there by Michael Jones. Just couldn't quite hang on as he dove to the turf to try to make the grab. Camden Shelley on to punt. Barely gets that punt away, and it goes off the side of his foot, and it's going to take a Columbus North bounce. Partially blocked. And number 6, Brody Miller, was able to down the punt. But the Bulldogs will have excellent field position as they start out at their own 38-yard line. Ratliff at quarterback. Going along is open deep again, and he's going up the middle this time, and this is going to be caught, fumbled, picked back up, and excellent job there for Columbus North's Jacob Rice to make the catch. Dropped the football, but picked it back up and moved on forward all the way to the 20-yard line. 42-yard gain as Asher Ratliff keeps rolling up the stats. And we have a flag on the play as well, roughing the passer on Columbus East. Couldn't quite tell who the flag was on, but an excellent pass, catch, fumble, pick back up and run from Ratliff to Jacob Rice. 42 yards on the pass play and another 10 tacked on for roughing the passer. So down to the 10-yard line as Columbus East picks up their second or third penalty in the ball game compared to 12 for Columbus North. Long in motion, comes back to the near side. Now resets. And here we have on the keeper, Parker Elmore. And he's in for the touchdown. They ran that earlier. The Wildcat formation, Parker Elmore, 10-yard touchdown run. Parker Elmore with 8:37 remaining in the third quarter puts the Bulldogs up 33-0 with a kick coming. So Elmore had 3 receiving touchdowns last week. Now he has a rushing touchdown. So here's the extra point by attempt by Cole Stevens. He's 3 out of 4 so far on the night. And this one is low. And the score will remain 33-7 with 8:37 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll take a short break and be back with more high school football from Columbus East on GameChanger.tv, BCSC YouTube, and the IHSA Champions Network. And the kickoff bounces over to the right side. Apparently North didn't want to give a chance back to Lawson or Michael Jones, as they've shown they can really bring it back on the kickoffs. North has had to stop him on a couple of chances where Jones had one earlier this half and Lawson the last play of the first half where they nearly broke it. 33-7 the score. The Olympians need to find some offense. Not only to get some points on the board, but to give their defense a break. Columbus North has already scored twice in this quarter on 4 plays. They've had 2 touchdowns. Run up the middle goes pretty much nowhere as the Bulldogs defense stuffs that run by Keaton Roberts. Picked up 1 yard out to the 35. Quick pass to Michael Jones on a bubble screen, but North snuffed that out. He had nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard, and it'll go back to the 34. And we've got another penalty on the field. There's been a lot of action after the whistle, and it is a rivalry game. You expect a little bit of pushing and shoving, some trash talking. But the penalties that have come after the play is over will really frustrate these coaches. And the unsportsmanlike conduct is called on Columbus East, and we have a player down on the field right now. And we've got an official's timeout as that we will let the trainers tend to the East player on the field. East is going the wrong way as that penalty was called. I didn't realize that the mic was up, but East is going the wrong way right there with that penalty. 3rd and 25 yards as East is all the way back at their own 19. And here comes the rush by the Bulldogs. Villarreal gets off a late pass, and it was only going to pick up a few. And that was incomplete, and the Olympians will have to punt once again. Pair of 3 and outs so far to start things off for Columbus East here in the third quarter. And the Bulldogs looking to seize control. 7:32 remaining in this third period. They lead 33-7. I believe that's Caleb Urquidi back to receive the punt. And it's a short punt. He's going to let this one bounce. And once again, it takes a favorable Bulldog bounce. And Columbus North, the Bulldogs will have the ball at the 43-yard line of Columbus East to start things off here on their third drive of the third quarter. And I say drive, really, it's been a couple of big plays. The Bulldogs scored in 2 plays. Their first possession and a penalty made it a 2-play drive on the second possession as well, both resulting in touchdowns. 10-yard run by Parker Elmore after a 3-yard touchdown run by Ezekiel Scruggs earlier in the quarter, and there's Scruggs with a run. That is actually James Scruggs carrying the ball. And James will stay in the ball game after he picked up 7 right there. To the 36-yard line. Rice wide left. Scruggs in motion. Ezekiel, that is. They get him the ball outside to the right. He's able to get a little bit, but not enough to pick up the first down. Pretty good defense there by Columbus East, and it will be 3rd and 1 at the 34-yard line. And the Olympians jumped. And that'll result in a first down for Columbus North. First and 10 now at the 29-yard line. Asher Ratliff having an outstanding senior game against the East Olympians. Unofficially, first half, 18 for 22. And I believe he's 3 for 3 so far this half. And now it's 3 for 4 as he went for it all right there to Parker Elmore, and he was well defended. That's a matchup we like to see. Now, there was help defensively, but Keaton Lawson, 6'5", standout for East, playing defense against the 6'5", Parker Elmore. That incompletion will make it 2nd and 10. And the handoff to Scruggs. He'll pick up maybe 3. That was James Scruggs getting the carry. Elmore back on for Jerry Likens. Third down and 7 for Columbus North. The Olympians really need a stop. The Bulldogs trying to salt this one away here in the third quarter. Ratliff dances around, finds some time, and his pass is caught right along the sideline. Once again, Parker Elmore. all the way down to the 17, we'll call it the 18-yard line. Gain of 13. Ratliff looks right, now goes back left, and is going to try to throw it away. Nearly threw it into the hands of Ethan Gilly, the 5'7", 210-pound defensive lineman for East. Almost had an interception. I don't believe he had any idea that it might be coming his way. And there's a flag calling for intentional grounding. I'm not sure how they call intentional grounding when it actually hit the defensive player's hands. And Logan Haston, the head coach for Columbus North, is trying to explain that very thing to the officials, and I don't think they're going to have any of it. So they'll walk it back 10 yards. Excuse me, 5 yards. No, it should be 10.
That is a 10-yard penalty marked off and a loss of down.
So that's also a loss of down, an incomplete pass, and intentional grounding. That'll make it second and long. Second and 22 from the 30-yard line. Ratliff rolls right, throws right, and it is caught. Morgan Knapp on the catch. Gain of about 5. So this will bring up 3rd down and 17 as they need to get to the 8-yard line. And a player on East has gone down on the field. They're going to help this player off. I cannot tell the number. Is it, I believe that might have been Brody Miller, but number 6. Brody, a defensive back, or excuse me, a linebacker defensively. 4:47 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. 33-7 is the score. 3rd down and 17 yards at the 25-yard line. They need to get to the 8. Hey, I can do math. Asher Ratliff. Elmore splits out wide left. Ratliff looking, he's got some time. Now he rolls to his right and he throws into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Is that Jacob Rice with the touchdown? From the 25-yard line. Wow, what great patience there by Asher Ratliff to let the play develop. He bought some time in the backfield and delivered a strike. And the extra point attempt is good. 4:31 remaining, and it is now 40 7. A 33-point lead for the Bulldogs. Fourth touchdown pass of the night. And this one goes to Jacob Rice. 4 different receivers. Ezekiel Scruggs caught a touchdown pass. Cohen Long caught a touchdown pass. Morgan Knapp caught a touchdown pass. Jacob Rice caught a touchdown pass. Ezekiel Scruggs ran for 1. And Parker Elmore, who caught 3 touchdown passes last week, has run for 1 touchdown for the Bulldogs. 40 to 7, 4:31 remaining here in the third quarter. The first quarter flew by as it was 0-0. The Olympians came out smoking with a 44-yard pass on the first play of the game, but were unable to score, and since then it's been pretty much all Columbus North. Keaton Lawson picks up that short kickoff, and he'll be dropped at around the 24 or 25-yard line. So the Olympians will have the ball at the 25, at the 24. Kyson Villarreal going the whole way at quarterback for East. Villarreal throws a screen, and it's fumbled and picked up by the Bulldogs, and it is a touchdown. Just like that, East completes a screen pass to Michael Jones. He was leveled, lost control of the ball, and I believe that was Devontae DeGraffenreid who picked it up and ran it in for the score. Wow. That was not what the Olympians needed. First play from scrimmage after the kickoff. A fumble, return for a touchdown. (46-7). Cole Stevens on for the extra point. And that one is blocked, no good. It's his third miss on extra points of the game. But the Bulldogs still have a 39-point lead, 46-7, 4:15 remaining here in the third quarter. We'll take a short break and be right back with more football action from Columbus in just a minute. So with the score 46-7, the Bulldogs will be kicking off from their 35-yard line. We'll see if they kick it deep. they did early and saw a couple of nice returns, so the last time they kicked it short. They'll kick it deep, and Lawson will have it. He grabs it at the 18, goes to the far side, and he's going to be taken down near the sideline around the 37 or 8 yard line for Columbus East. They'll mark it at the 38 yard line. See if they can get something going offensively. The clock is running. In the state of Indiana, 35-point lead in the second half becomes a running clock. So if the Olympians want to stop the clock, they need to score. Villarreal hands it off. Rodert has some room up the middle, and he gets all the way across midfield to the 49 of the Bulldogs. Nice run up the middle by J.D. Rodert. Longest run of the game for the Olympians. Lawson wide right. Villarreal flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it, and he's got some good yardage, and he muscles his way through a pair of Bulldog would-be tacklers and carries it on down to the 38-yard line. First down, Olympians. So back-to-back first down runs by the Olympians. Don't know if Columbus North is playing for the pass, but the Olympians have had a couple of nice runs. Now they're going to go deep up for Lawson, and he's well defended there as the pass was wide of him inside the numbers, and Lawson was out by the sideline. But again, Devontae DeGraffenried has done a nice job defensively. He's a 6'3", 190-pound junior defensive back for the Bulldogs. Looks like he has a good future ahead of him. He's given the task of going against Lawson, who is certainly an outstanding wide receiver. Villarreal's pass to Michael Jones on the other side picks up about 3. So it'll be 3rd and 7 for the Olympians from the 35-yard line. Again, the clock is running. Under 1:10 remaining. Villarreal will take the snap. Jones in motion, coming this way. And Villarreal is hammered in the backfield. I believe that was number 6, Keaton Russell, with the sack. Again, the inside linebackers for Columbus North, Russell and Horn, do an outstanding job for that Bulldog defense. And this will bring up 4th down and 11. And the Olympians are going to let the clock run out here at the end of this third quarter. There it is. The Bulldogs, big third quarter, puts them up 46-7. We'll take a short break and be back with fourth quarter action from Columbus. You're watching high school football on GameChanger.tv. 4th down and 11 for the Olympians as we start things off here in the fourth quarter. They have the ball in the Columbus North 40. Villarreal throwing, and that's going to be wide of the mark, incomplete. Ball will be turned over on downs, back to the Bulldogs. A couple of quick first down runs by the Olympians was all they had going for them on that drive. Asher Ratliff back out as the quarterback for the Bulldogs. Clock running with 11:15 remaining. Ratliff hands the ball off to Ezekiel Scruggs. Somehow eludes 3 Bulldogs in the backfield and gets maybe a couple yards. Yeah, give him 3. Nice run there by Ezekiel. Bulldogs taking their time. Asher gives it to Scruggs once again, and this time he'll be bottled up for no gain. Third down and 7 for Columbus North. Caden Smith on the tackle there for Columbus East. Bulldogs taking their time. Parker Elmore wide right. Let's see if they try to go to him here on 3rd and 7. Asher bottled up, and he's going to be taken down for a sack by the Olympians. And we've got more scuffling around after the play. No yellow flags thrown. The clock keeps running. 9:20 remaining. And the Bulldogs will have to punt. Their 3rd punt of the ball game. Jones and Lawson back deep to return, and this is a good punt. Jones drops the ball, a fumble, and this time the Columbus North Bulldogs are able to fall on it. I do believe it'll be Columbus North football at the Olympians' 30-yard line. Michael Jones visibly upset with himself after that fumble. So the Bulldogs will take over. At the Columbus East 30. $7:50 remaining. Ratliff hands off to Ezekiel Scruggs, and he's going to be taken down. No, he's not. He's still alive. His run is still alive, and he is going to go all the way. Touchdown, Ezekiel Scruggs. What a run. Excuse me, thought he was bottled up. He was bottled up on the right side, but he didn't go all the way down. Somehow was able to get out of the grasp of a couple of Olympians, and he takes it 30 yards to the left pylon to score for Columbus North. And we do have a Columbus East player down on the field. A beautiful 30-yard touchdown run for Ezekiel Scruggs, and that's his third touchdown of the ball game. .6:56 remaining. And the clock is stopped. They signaled touchdown. I guess maybe they didn't. Beautiful 30-yard touchdown run by Ezekiel Scruggs. His third touchdown of the ball game, and it's now 52-7. Extra point coming, and this one is good. And it's now 53-7. 6:41 remaining. The Columbus North Bulldogs, after a slow start, have really poured it on. Columbus North to kick off. And it's going to bounce in front of Lawson. He's going to pick it up and see what he can do with it here. He takes it all the way out past the 40-yard line before he's run out of bounds. Well, we thought there was a signal of good on the extra point, but they've not added it onto the scoreboard. So East will have the ball at their own 42-yard line. And a timeout taken by Columbus East. We'll take a short timeout here as well. Again, you're watching high school football on GameChanger.tv, BCSC YouTube, and the IHSAA Champions Network. First down for Columbus East at their own 43-yard line. And the handoff. And a nice run there by J.D. Rodert. Picks up about 6. Second down and 4 for the Olympians. Clock running, 5:22 remaining. And this time it is a run this way by the backup quarterback who is in for the Olympians. And that is Cameron Combest, a 6'1 sophomore, seeing his first action tonight. And he picks up a good chunk of yardage as he picks up 9 and a first down for the Olympians. First down at the 43-yard line. Combest hands it off. And another fine run up the middle, this time by number 32, Keaton Roberts. All the way down to the 32-yard line. Pickup of 10 and another first down for the Olympians. Columbus East would really love to get on the scoreboard one more time. Give some confidence to their sophomore quarterback as he hands off this time, and nowhere to go for Caden Goodlow, a 5'8 sophomore. Second and 11 for Columbus East. And a fumble on the snap. Combest couldn't handle it. It was down at his feet. So he just pretty much falls on the football, and it's now 3rd and 15 from the 42-yard line. 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Substitution on the offensive line. Cameron Combest, the quarterback. Fakes the handoff. He's going to look downfield. He's got plenty of room to run. He's going to throw instead, and it's complete down to the 25-yard line, making a manageable 4th down try coming up. Paxton Thompson with the catch. $18-yard pickup leaves 3rd down and 3 from the 25. 4th down and 3 from the 25. I apologize. Handoff and enough for the first down by the Olympians. Asher Scott on the carry. So we have a first down at the 18-yard line for the Olympians. Just over a minute remaining. Handoff once again to Asher Scott. He'll pick up about 4, so some positive things coming here on this final drive for the Olympians. .40 seconds remaining. See if they can do something to get this ball into the end zone before the end of this ball game. The final score will be all Columbus North, and a run that is going to be stopped at around the 12-yard line, and that is going to probably do it for the ball game. And that will do it. The final score, the Columbus North Bulldogs improve their record to 2-0 as they put a beat down on the Columbus East Olympians, 52-7. We'll take a short break and come back with some final thoughts from Columbus East High School. You're watching high school football on GameChanger.tv, the BSCS network, and that it was YouTube, BCSC YouTube, I apologize, along with the Welcome back to Columbus East High School, John Stafford Field, Bob Gatis Stadium, as it was named tonight. But that was pretty much the highlight for Columbus East. No score after the first quarter of play. The Columbus East Olympians got the ball first, and the first play of the game, they threw a 44-yard pass to Keaton Lawson, but then were stuffed on 4th and 1 on that first drive. No score in the first quarter at all, but then Columbus North decided to get that scoreboard rolling. They got on the board with 8:33 remaining in the second quarter on a 13-yard touchdown pass to Ezekiel Scruggs that made it 7-0 after the extra point. 5:05 remaining in the first half. A 78-yard touchdown pass to Cohen Long. He got free on the left side, went untouched, 78 yards. The Olympians did answer back with 3:32 remaining in the first half as a 40-yard touchdown pass to Keaton Lawson, who made a nice move. He caught the pass coming in, made a nice pivot to the outside, took it in untouched, 40 yards for the Olympians to get on the scoreboard to make it 14-7. But with 1 second remaining in the first half, the Bulldogs score on a 2-yard touchdown pass to Morgan Knapp. Extra point no good. That was the score at halftime, 20-7 Columbus North. In the third quarter, it didn't take long. 3 plays, Columbus North scores after a 76-yard pass to Cohen Long. They score on a 3-yard touchdown run by Ezekiel Scruggs. Then with 8:37 remaining in the third quarter, a 5-yard touchdown run by Parker Elmore. Parker Elmore scored 3 touchdowns on receiving the first game, 3 touchdown catches the first week. He scored on a 5-yard touchdown run tonight. With 4:31 remaining in the third quarter, a 25-yard touchdown. And then that would make it 40-7. Then a fumble return with 4:15 remaining. Fumble return there, I believe that was by Devontae DeGraffenreid to score for the defense for Columbus North. That made it 46-7. And then the Bulldogs, Ezekiel Scruggs scored on a 30-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter. That made it 52-7. 3 touchdowns today, 2 on runs and 1 on a receiving touchdown by Ezekiel Scruggs. What a day for Asher Ratliff. Unofficially 18 for 22 for 254 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. He added on to that quickly in the second half with some long passes as well. The East Olympians only had a couple of good plays offensively. A 44-yard pass to Keaton Lawson to start things, and then a 40-yard touchdown pass to Keaton Lawson in the second quarter for their only score of the ball game. Tough start for the Olympians. They go to 0-2 as they were defeated by 2 very good teams, probably the 2 best teams on their regular season schedule right off the bat, Bloomington South and Columbus North. The Bulldogs, they are rolling. They won 49-7 versus Whiteland last week and 52-7 tonight over the Columbus East Olympians. For my executive producer, Dean O'Neill, I'm Ted Rutan. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Labor Day. And glad to see football's back. Good night, everybody.